Bass Angler Sportsman Society has given much to the fishing industry through its tournament circuit. It's spawned new innovations in boats and equipment, and knowledge and understanding of the resource. But the single most important thing has been the creation of catch and release bass fishing nationwide.
Your club exercise a catch and release program?
Oh yes, very much so. That's our prime objective. It really is. I hate to see anybody even for a wall mount, and I can't blame them. I've kept a few myself for the wall, but I'd sure like to see them go back so I can catch them again tomorrow. That's my feelings. I even rub it in with these guys.
Record numbers of 5 bass limits from this reborn bass factory are brought to the tournament scales. As the final day of competition approaches, a familiar name is once again on top of the leaderboard, Roland Martin. Although many anglers are fishing close by, Martin's chosen fishing area is more than 60 miles downriver and only 40 miles from New York City. Whether Roland's 3-hour round trip is worth the time and gas will only be decided at the weigh-in scales.
And the weight for Brother Mitchell.
Well, really, the tide had a great big part to do with my fish. What had happened the other previous days was the tide got up pretty full, the fish would start to bite. But the problem with today was that the tide was later, and we had to run a long ways down the lake, about 50, 60 miles down the river. When we got down there, it was a pretty low tide, so we had to fish and really wait about 3 hours before the tide got up. And I thought the fish were going to be in these grass beds. They'd been in these points of these grass beds when the incoming tide would sweep into that point. But today we tried a couple of our grass beds, and we picked up one small fish. Preston here caught the first one in a grass bed, but I didn't catch anything. So I was really concerned, and I'd fished all the way till 10:30 before I could hit my first fish, and then I went to a little set of pilings that was being inundated by the rising tide, and I really didn't have much faith in it because I'd fished those pilings for the last 2 days, and I hadn't caught a fish. But I figured if they weren't on the grass bed, maybe they'd be in those pilings, and boy, right in about 15 minutes, I put 4 big ones in a boat, one about 5, one about 3, a couple around 2.5. And then a couple, maybe a half hour later, I finished off my limit. So I really caught all those fish that I caught in about an hour and a half. I guess I have about 17 or 18 pounds today. I don't know. I got one over 5 pounds. So unless somebody weighs in a tremendous, atrocious stringer, I think I've won the tournament. I don't know yet.
Folks, this man is incredible. He's just done it all. Any angler will tell you there's only one man close to Roland Martin, and they don't know who he is. This man has won everything in the world. Roland Martin of Florida, folks. Let's give him a nice hand. Watch the scale. Now right there, the scale's adjusted, see? All right, now watch it. Quit flipping. 18 pounds and 4 ounces. That's the largest catch of the entire tournament, and you won the tournament, Roland Martin.
Thank you.
Wow, hey, no sound. Let's go. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we've already weighed them. Let's weigh. Now we want to weigh your biggest bass. Yeah. Now remember, you've got to be 5 pounds and 7 ounces to be the largest bass for the day and the largest bass for the tournament. 5 pounds, 7 ounces, and he's also won